How's it going? Welcome everyone. Today we have, tonight I should say, we got a little stream for you, requested by Black Space, and I know others would be interested in hearing about this, concept here. One second here, so I hook this thing up. Perfect, there we go. Alright, before we get into this, I just need to volume control. Turned off so I don't get demonetized or anything. Alright, now we can get into this a little bit better, and hopefully not demonetized or anything. But before we get into this, I want to thank you guys a lot on the last video of content I've uploaded to YouTube. It was the 2022 San Francisco 49ers hype video, the California Love. That video has now over 3.8 thousand views and 143 likes, and I've gained brand new subs from it, and I appreciate the support on that. It means a lot. I worked hard on that one, so glad to see that it gets recognized by a lot of people. So we're just going into franchise here. Madden 23, this is current gen, by the way, so this isn't PS5, this is current gen. Let me just upload this. Alright. So what we are going to do, I'm going to explain it. I'm going to basically just go through the season week by week, show you guys the basic stuff, and then at the end we'll get through to the off season, and we will really show you guys a good look at obviously the big upgrade and the free agency overall. That's kind of the main focus we're going to be focusing on today, but also other things too. I'm just going to show people weekly strategy. Obviously, you can select your game plan against Derrick Henry, excuse me. Yeah, we'll do outside run. I mean, obviously, we're going to focus on him, a top running back in football, and then you can adjust your team defense's performance in practice. So if you want to do half pads, it's not going to be as extreme of a practice. Full pads, it's going to be more intense, more extreme. Then you can click advance, and then same thing. What is your offensive game plan? Going against Jeffrey Simmons, it recommends me to do blitz counter. So, and then it'll tell you some positives on why you should do that, and it just helps make things a little bit easier for you. And yeah, there's that. Player health, once again, you can adjust that as you want. Play calling report, their top used concepts. You can see that as
This is
well,
your
and then
team
you can
profile,
go to
where you can find stats and
team
play calling
profile,
information about your team. Choose focus
and it'll
players
show
each
me
week who will earn extra
weekly game
XP.
plan goal. Um, if I can, okay, there we go. Yeah, weekly game plan goal. So if we allow 2 or less passing touchdowns, we get 3 points where we can use for talent trees and all that. We can adjust our focus players. Kyle Hampton, Jordan Stout. I might want to change him for younger guy. I don't really want to focus on a punter. Not sure who we could do, but yeah, let's do Falele out of Minnesota. All right. So those are our 3 focus players. The game plan, there's that. You can just start the training. It'll automatically sim it. Unless you want to go and do free training and go in and do that. It'll show you all the game plan boosts, what happened. And there's practice. Obviously, you can upgrade your players. We got 2 players that need to be upgraded. Yeah, and there's that pretty much. We are going to sim to the regular season. Not really worried about how we do. I just picked the Ravens because, I don't know, they're a playoff team, but they don't spend too much money. You can spend a little bit in free agency, but it doesn't really matter which team we picked. This whole point of this video is just to show you guys the exploration, for those that don't even have the game yet, how this game really looks, and all sorts of that jazz. Obviously I can choose draft class. Not gonna worry about that though. You can hire and assign your scouts. So, if we look at my scouts here, so Ray Webb, for example, a national scout, um, his he has 2 position expertise. He's a controller disconnect for a second. As I was saying though, so Ray Webb, for example, he's a 3-star tier scout, so that's pretty good. Definitely could be worse, could be a little bit better, but he's a pretty good scout. The best one for this Ravens team. So his main position expertise, interior offensive line. His second is defensive end. So that'll help improve the scouting for those positions in the draft. So a tip is look at positions you want to improve on in the draft, and then go get a scout that has their expertise, in that position to help you scout players from the position you want. These 3 1-star guys aren't great, so I can fire Jim Richardson. See, I fired him. Then I can assign a scout. If I wanted him to do Northeast, he can go do that now. What's up, Wes? How you doing, man? Appreciate you joining. For those who haven't yet, please drop a like on the stream. Subscribe if you're new. On that road to 200. Free agent scouts. He was a receiver expertise. So I'm trying to look to get one back. There may not, honestly, be a better one. We'll do Ross Kane. Main position expertise is quarterback, but his second is receiver. So, oh, gotcha. So we actually have to replace him with a 1-star. So we must have to develop him or something. That's interesting. All right. Huh. I just found that out. And then it'll show you a region breakdown. West, Randy Graves, Bernard Perry. Show you their expertise. Southeast, blah, blah, blah. They'll show you the rated, projected ranks for the players. Oh yeah, Niners won. It was a fun experience. Good time. And then we can look at the overall prospects. Zach Tatum. here. Top 5 projection. Jameson Medlin, Nick Candidate, Joe Sanderson, Taylor Miller, blah, 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 etc. So that's just a little rundown on that. We'll just upgrade some players. Obviously, can manage staff and all that. So, managed team, you have these 6 categories you can get into. Manage roster, though, there's all this. There's adjust lineup depth chart, NFL rosters, re-sign players, team salaries, improved team, injury report, trade center, free agents. Free agents, pretty much, the screen looks pretty much the exact same as before.
This is the player card. Here are a player's motivations.
But here's a big new thing that I forgot about to talk about earlier. But let's say the Niners. I mean, this Niners. Excuse me. This is the Ravens. You know, I feel like they could maybe get a running back. So let's say I'm interested in signing 30-year-old Raheem Mostert. This is looking to be a 1-year, $2.05 million deal. And you can look at motivations, and this has a bigger impact in off-season free agency than it does in regular season, but still here. His player tag is a bridge starter, so if starting, the team will look to draft their replacement, and future starters will be placed ahead of this player on the depth chart. His scheme fit isn't great with how he fits in the Ravens, but positives are Super Bowl Chiefs and highest offer. That's kind of mediocre, but haha. What's up, Robbie? How are you, my guy? Long time no see. How have you been? So there's that. Alright. We're just gonna swim to the playoffs. Not really worried about anything. Yeah, I'm going to Century. Yep. Let me guess, you're going to Byron? Yeah, gotcha. Haha. I know a kid that'll be going to Byron. Yeah, it's gonna be funny. He's kind of a knucklehead. His name's Jackson Bielenberg. A lot of team meetings. I'm starting weightlifting on Monday. Nice. Grinding. What's his name? His name's Jackson Bielenberg Howard. He's kind of a... I don't even know how to describe him. He's stupid, but... yeah, he's kind of crazy. I don't know him. Does he play football? I think he just plays hockey. But yeah, as soon as you get to Byron, you'll definitely start to know that kid's crazy. Codename Jesse. What up? Yeah. He'll be a freshman. Yeah. Yep. Alright. So, I want to see what this team finished. Alright, so we went Oh my god, we won the first 5 games. Then we lost 2 in a row, 3 in a row, 5-3, 6-3, 6-4, 7-4, 8-4, 9-4. Then we lost 7 in a row, 9-7, 10-7. Wow, up and down. So, wild card team. Don't really care about that. Alright, let's look at scouting. You can look at mock drafts. So, it's just an outlook on how other people think the draft will go. Um, so there's the 2 mock drafts out right now. Both of them have Medlin going 1 and 2. Both have Tatum going 1 and 2. So pretty similar. So looks like Medlin's gonna be the top guy in this draft. So it just gives you a look on how others project this draft to go and reassures you to make sure that kind of you have the same opinion. Now maybe your scouting makes them look better and worse, but I don't know. Alright, the ones sorry there. Alright. I mean hopefully we win a wild card game, but I don't really care. That's not really the focus. Alright, and then new ability unlocked, Lamar Jackson.
This is the development trait. This is the abilities test. This player has a zone ability.
Yep. Alright. View playoff bracket. So it's pretty much always been the same bracket for years now, ever since it came out. Same layout and everything. Yeah, there's the look at it. Somehow the Lions are the 3 seed, and everything else. Somehow the Patriots got the 2, and Colts got the 1. Wow, it's surprising. But James Money 615, what up, my guy? How are you? Welcome. How are you, my guy? Appreciate you stopping by. See if we can get 6 likes on the stream. That'd be greatly appreciated. Alright. So, let's advance a week. If we lose, whatever. We ended up defeating the Chargers 24-20. Wow. Alright. Weekly awards. We'll check that out. Alright, so Class Campbell, Sports Gaming, YouTube. What up, my guy? How are you? Appreciate you stopping by and joining. Let's go. If y'all got any questions on this rundown, I'm happy to answer. This is kind of the whole point of it. This video suggested. what up? Ziggity Zach, what up, my guy? How are you? How are you, Ziggity Zach? Welcome to the channel. If you are new, please hit that sub button on that road to 200. We're at 158. Alright, fine you. I'm doing great, man. Doing great. But alright. What's next? Manage staff. Oh yeah, I want to show you guys this too. So
Welcome to your
we're up
franchise
to
staff.
258 staff
Staff
points.
point. When you have to see what
Coach
effect
John
each talent
Harbaugh.
has. Highlighted on
He's a
some
really
talent
good
trees
coach.
make you select a
He's
path
got a
to
lot of things on the talent tree already mastered. So it's just weird to sound like you're pushing out a baby. I mean, my mic's a little bit sketchy. Do need a new mic. Alright, so final piece. All players on your team count as a scheme fit during training, so that gives them like extra XP and stuff. So we'll do that. And then we'll do hidden development for one player. Let's do a Jabo. Spending more and more points. We'll do this. Oh yeah, yes sir. Alrighty. 129 left. If you guys got any questions, anything you want me to look at um, during the stream. Oh no, you're good, you're good. But yeah, if you guys want any questions about this, Madden, I'm just doing this so you guys get a detailed look, especially for those that don't have the game yet and want to be convinced as why they should get it. And giving my opinion on things too. But yeah, welcome to the channel, man. We'll just max these things out. And then D coordinator, I don't know. We'll give him a couple other things. And then we'll just you guys can see what the training point thing says. It just upgrades things. Makes everything easier. I really like the addition of talent trees. I think it's underlooked. And then a game day goal. 5+ offensive touchdowns, you get more points. This is Madden 23. It just came out. This is not next gen though, the PS5 version. I have a PS5, but I got the PS4 for online franchise. By the way, if any of you are interested in a PS4 current gen Madden 23 online franchise, please let me know. I'm running one that's going to be the best out there that there is. Alright, so there's that. That just helps with tinky dink stuff. I think talent trees are one of the most underlooked parts of franchise. People don't talk about it enough. So we're just going to sim next week, and if we win, we go... Oh my god, we beat Buffalo. Wow. So now we take on Kansas City. I didn't expect this team to make it this far. Madden 13. Let's just screw it, sim right away. Did we make the Super Bowl? Oh my goodness, they won. This team's a wild card team. They are gonna take on Arizona in the Super Bowl. Wow. I believe Arizona was the 1 seed. Nope, they were the 2 seed. Tampa Bay got knocked out by the 4 seed Eagles. It's Madden 23. View the Pro Bowl roster. Just want to see this. See if anyone who made it are from the Ravens. Alright. Alrighty. Alright. Let's just advance to the Super Bowl. It'd be cool if they win, but I don't really care. I'm just trying to focus on the off-season parts of it. We'll just upgrade and then sim. Got Marlon Humphrey upgrade. And they lost by 3 in the Super Bowl. Wow. Surprised this team just in the sim made it that far anyways, but they did, I guess. Alright. Now that that season's over, we can sim to the first week of the off season. Basically the re-signed player segment. Mock Draft 3. So this one is released now. This one has Tatum going 1. The other two had Medellin going 1. So these two are most definitely either 1 or 2. Here to show you the completion of the scouting. 75% on Braxton Graham. He looks pretty good. Much different scouting compared to Madden 21. Players ready to negotiate.
These players are on the last year of their
Well, Lamar
contract.
Jackson.
Choose from
That's right.
4
He needs to
preset
get
offers
paid.
that range in
You can look at his player motivations and his interest in your team. He's very interested. It seems like with this team. He wants a Super Bowl chase. Obviously, that is a league favorite. He is great with the scheme fit. Historic championships he's kind of in the middle with, so people give him a big offer, and he's staying. All right. Fuller, that's going to be hard to bring back. He has basically no re-sign interest. We can definitely try for Marcus Peters. He really likes the scheme fit. The no income tax kind of hurts his interest there, but and he's going to stay on a 1-year deal. Juwan James doesn't really want to. Brent Urban. Tyler Huntley. He definitely wants to. Oh, he doesn't. He's going to test out free agency. Maybe Brent Urban. I don't know. Team has a franchise quarterback that helps him. He's close to home, kind of. He's an international player, actually. Historic championships in the middle. So he signed. I mean, it's hard. It's much more difficult to negotiate with these guys that have red interest, especially when it's that low, like Juwan James, Fuller, and Geno Stone. Isaiah Mack's definitely doable. Welch is a little bit more difficult. Huntley's easy, and Colin Castillo that's more difficult of a guy to bring back. Obviously, media questions. Jonathan Coachman. doesn't really matter. It just gives you a little bit of a percent boost after you do something. You can look at retirements 2022. Harrison Smith retired. Cole Beasley, Al Woods, Nick Ballore, Justin Houston. A lot of notable names. Trent Williams even did. Robbie Gould. Yeah, wow. If this happened in real life, it'd be nuts, because I don't think nearly as many of these players, like, I wonder what the record for most of players that have retired in a season is. Guarantee it's not that much. Alright, now that the re-sign period is over, we are now on the week 2, basically, of free agency. And you can see here combine results. You can see the combine results. Let's look at him. You can see the top fits, so the top 3 teams that kind of would fit well with him, mold well together. And it shows you player notes about the player. So he's a savvy defender with the ball in the air, motor that runs through the whistle, often looks to rip the ball from runners and shows good discipline and won't get flagged much. So overall, good player notes from him. 22 years old out of Boise State. You can see his physicals and rating from the combine. Nothing too good. His acceleration looked good. Decent jumping, speed is solid. So honestly, he is a guy for projected as high as he is. He's not really doing much. It doesn't look like. You can see the top 3 fits for him. He has a lot of good, positive notes about him. Yeah, Jamison Medlin, elite speed, elite strength, solid jumping, great change of direction, good agility, great acceleration for his position. You can see he's all over the top players for those combine activities. Excuse me. We'll just look at one more Nick candidate. You can look through all that. His 40-yard dash isn't great. He's a very good broad jump, second best for the position. I wonder if this compares to his position or because left outside linebacker. I want to see that real quick. So it must be in the entire draft. So that's kind of interesting. Because I know Medlin's the second fastest dude here. Because he had a really good 40 time. But I wonder how that compares. Sign free agents. Alright, before we do that, I'm just going to take and see how they're looking. Offensive line's built pretty solid. I'll show you just an example of player scans too. I'll show you 2 to 3 player scans. Lamar looks decent. It looks a little bit more enhanced and better on next gen, but Bateman's does not look very good. I don't even know if he has a scan. Duvernay doesn't even look that good. Ronnie Stanley. He looks good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Those are some face scans. I think this team could use a big time #1 receiver and a middle linebacker they could definitely go for. So maybe a receiver and linebacker, 2 positions that this team could get better at, definitely. Um, looking at Terry McLaurin, I mean, um, guys like Derwin James doesn't have as much interest, but this guy has almost 100% full interest. Super Bowl chase, that's good, positive. Head coach historic record is one of his motivations, that's high, and team has a franchise quarterback, that's high. And you can have the different sets on the contracts, neutral, medium risk, player friendly, low risk, very player friendly. We actually can't pay him because this team would be negative in cap room. So let's see. Ooh, they would barely have no money. Wow. Let's just say Sterling Shepard. Why not? He doesn't cost as much. But he'd still maybe be a wide receiver 1 or a wide receiver 2. No income tax in Maryland. That hurts his impact a little bit. Um, top of the depth chart, that helps him a lot. That's his main motivation. Team has franchise QB, so that's pretty good with him. We're just gonna up it a little bit, make an offer. There's an offer. Active negotiation right there, and then I don't know. We can maybe look at a low overall right guard. I am not gonna try to say his last name. Who knows? Maybe Kyle Long. What if we could do a team friendly? And then maybe a middle linebacker that has good interest, like Joe Schobert. Even team friendly, can't really get that deal done. We'll just sign like a really cheap one that has good interest. Jamie Collins, sure. We can't afford him either. Malcolm Smith, I guess? Yeah. Can pay him. He gets some pretty good interest, okay? Um, Valuation offers. I want to see that. Okay, we did end up signing Malcolm Smith 1 year, $2.4 million deal. Got that done. And then we also signed Kyle Long. He accepted a team-friendly deal. He's a bridge player. Malcolm Smith is a bridge player mentor. Shepard signed as well. Wow. So that's kind of a rundown on that. So that's kind of cool. I like that a lot. And now I'm gonna sim to the draft. That's the next thing I want to get in at, show you guys. That's kind of the sidekick piece. Main piece is the free agency overhaul. And then obviously the drafting is pretty much the same as last year, just more enhanced scouting and stuff. But I know, especially from users in the Madden 21 league, they're gonna be stoked with the new scouting and the draft and all that they haven't had before. So. All right. Start the NFL draft. 2023, the Jaguars once again have the number 1 pick. You're your draft board.
The New York Jets on the clock now.
So he was 50%. 85%. Randy Lambert. Team needs. Definitely could use a pass rusher. They need a cornerback. So
now the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock.
Chester Overeen looks good. Brandon Samuel. Those are two guys we're looking to get, maybe. Zach Tatum went 2, so that means obviously Medlin went 1.
With the next selection, the Falcons
And
are on the clock. The Baltimore
we're picking at
Ravens are on the
31.
clock now.
Gonna make our selection. Let's see who's there. I'm gonna go with Quentin Price. This kid looks good. Decent combine stuff. Decent all around skills. Man coverage is decent. Alright. So we'll pick him. He has hidden development. Pretty good. Decent speed. He's pretty good. We'll do 2 more picks and then we'll send him to the end of the draft. Don't want this to last too long, but just emphasize, show you guys, the overall outlook on Madden 23 franchise and all that jazz. Kadeem Jenkins. Yep. We need a corner. Savvy defender. Number 1 broad jumps in cornerback. Wow. Number 2 in vertical jumps. This guy can leap. His jumping is great. Go up and get the ball. Solid agility, good acceleration. We're drafting Kadeem Jenkins.
Are now on the clock.
We'll do 1 more pick.
On the clock now, the Baltimore Ravens.
Sure, we'll do Ben Townsend. Physical player, loves to utilize a spin counter move. Good 3-cone drill. Strength decent, speed is solid, good jumping, good agility, great acceleration for his size. Decent block shedding. So it's going to be a block shedding, getting around the edge type DN. Alright. We're going to skim to the end of the draft. And then it'll show us the player overalls. And it's different, especially from me playing Madden 21 so much with that online franchise. It's going to be different. So you can look at the draft recap and view the contract details, all that. So Quentin Price, 65 overall. Jenkins, 66. But those guys will hopefully develop and get better. Townsend was a pretty good pick, but Bo Burnham they selected. He was a really good pick. 4th round. Goldson was pretty good. Not bad. But, yeah, I'm not sure there's much more I want to cover. I appreciate you guys watching the stream. That's just kind of the outlook on that. We covered the motivation player tags, the talent trees, the enhanced new scouting, all the point system, the game planning, and mainly the free agency overall, how that looks with motivations, tags, um, and rollover cap. I want to see, maybe I can find it. Team salaries. Here, I want to talk about this right before we leave. So, our rollover from 2022 is 20.5 million. So, salaries 200. All right, so right now in our cap space we have 6.19 mil, 7.73 in rookie reserve. So that's pretty much the difference between the 2023 total spending and the adjusted cap, 6.19 mil. And then only a $150,000 basically cap penalty and dead money. So the rollover from 2022, basically the amount not spent is going to carry over and kind of add to the adjusted cap. So basically from the 2023 cap into the adjusted cap. What's up, Sports Network? How you doing, my guy? I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for joining. So yeah, that's kind of the outlook on that. The rollover is kind of from not where you spend it, it kind of now adds over to your adjusted cap. And then the cap space is the difference between the total spending and the adjusted cap, how much you have left in there. And then you have your rookie reserve, how much that's kind of with your rookies. And then your cap penalty, how much dead money there is with that. And then the money from years past. So that's a quick explanation on all that. We covered the draft and all that, and the main free agency overhaul. So that'll do it. Hopefully, I can provide some answers for those that were wondering about this, and kind of an outlook, especially for those that haven't got the game yet. But that will do it for the stream. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the road to 200. Appreciate you boys for watching.